Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Samantha, the Kansas City Stitcher here for Flosstube 25. It's been 25. It's also been a month since I've been here. Life, sorry. If it helps, this is probably going to be a longer video. I have a lot. I have a lot of purchases. I have a lot of WIPS. I have 2 finishes. And I have one UFO that I made a finish. I'm going to start with the UFO. I'm going to restart this pattern so it's not really a UFO yet. When I'm going to restart it, I don't know. I pulled out my long dog, Mort's Diamor, and I was really not happy. I pulled it out, I put it in a Q-snap, and I said, I don't want to work on this. I don't want to work on this. I don't want to work on this now. I don't want to work on this ever. I don't want to work on it. I didn't like that it was on Ada. I do like stitching on Ada still, but I didn't like that it was on 14 count Ada. I am definitely used to 20 count Ada now, and I kind of prefer my 20 count Ada. However, I did get back in the Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month Club that's starting this month, and I chose 22 count Ada because small. I want to go smaller on my big projects. So I'm gonna rip out all of this. But that's where it was. I cut it off. I kept the fabric because, I don't know, one of these days I might decide, you know, 14 count Ada doesn't sound so bad. And I had one other little piece, like right over here somewhere, that made it uneven, which is why this is going to get cut out. Because I'm going to make a little bag or something with this part. I don't know what this fabric was. It was a fabric I got from somebody's D-stash. And the piece I cut out was this tiny little piece. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'm going to make maybe a little ornament with it. I don't know. I don't know. I organized my house a little bit. Eventually, there will be bookshelves behind me, because right now, my bookshelves look like a cluttered mess. And the shelves they're on are not meant to be bookshelves. So it looks terrible. I have books stacked behind books. I don't like that. I like to be able to see all my books, but I guess I'm just going to throw stuff on the floor. I don't know. I had an actual finish, and I've been saying this fabric wrong. This is definitely a 32 count. I finished easy peasy. By Frosted Pumpkins. I'm gonna make this into a holiday pillow, with the exception of easy peasy, because, well, there's not 8 holidays that I want to stitch. They have a Hanukkah pattern just like these, but I am not Jewish, and I feel like that would be very disrespectful for me to stitch a Jewish pattern on my holiday piece when I don't celebrate Hanukkah. So, and I know that I'll be able to fit 4 more on here. So, my next one will be the 4th of July one on this fabric. And my last finish was not a start, and it was part of my 30 for 30, which I think is the first 30 for 30 project I actually finished. And it's the Airbush Quaker Sampler, Quaker, well, I don't know why I said that, by Park Hopper Bart. This is on 20 count Pink Chocolate by Be Stitch Me. And I love this. I'm gonna find something, a piece of wood hanging thing, probably at like Joann's or Michael's. I don't know, even Walmart, maybe Target. I don't know. And I'm gonna finish it on there. And then on this same piece of fabric that I'm hoping to get done tomorrow, I started Ghostface Valentine, except I'm doing a teal conversion instead of purple, or not purple, pinks. Did I say today's May 13th? I don't know. I love this. You're my favorite scary movie. My husband and I really don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so I didn't feel like I needed to do this in pinks. And when I'm done, this wall right behind me, I have a plan for this wall actually. I'm gonna make this scary movie wall, and I have several things already in my I want to buy cart on Etsy. Although I probably won't buy them on Etsy because they're mostly Witchy Stitcher, and I know she has a website and I'd rather buy from her website. But that's gonna go back to work with me tomorrow. Then I started with Slightly Bananas Rebecca, the April Showers. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. This is on a 28 count linen. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm gonna work on this one and finish it right after I'm done with my... Why is my needle sticking out like that? What the heck? Oh, it's not my needle. Never mind. I'm gonna work on this the next time, like after I'm done with my Valentine's Ghost face. And this fabric, I think if I measured correctly, it'll be big enough for 3 cross and 3 down, because I think there's about that many more that I want to stitch. If not, if there's more than that, I'll find another piece of fabric. It's not like I don't have plenty sitting around. My other new start was a modern folk embroidery. This was my Mort's D'Amour project bag, so you know what that meant? I needed a new project to put in the project bag, right? Isabella's Heart? Isabella's Heart, I think. Modern folk embroidery. This is very on theme today, but I also did a color conversion to where it's not pink. It'll be teals. And this is all the way across. This is the length. And this is on some 28 count gray linen or gray even weave that I had in stash. I don't know. But I'll be able to fit some other things on here. And I just grabbed some Cosmo flosses that I had. Then I started my Marumi May, my Mellow Phoenix. This is, I know I just said that I don't want to stitch on 14 count anymore, but this is the exception because sulky on 14 count is perfect. This is the whole height. I'm gonna finish my crossword for this month, and then I'm gonna come back to this, I think, because I'd also like to possibly get across the whole bottom, because I'd like to know how much margin I have left, because I know that this is a longer piece, but I conveniently have this in stash, and I own quite a few sulky, and I chose 2 sulky for this Phoenix that I was like, those are perfect. I pulled out my Blackbird's Strawberry Fields Forever, and I stitched a little bit on it. I'm doing this on a 32 count Cranberry Crush by Forbidden Fiber Co. I finished all the strawberries on the side on my border. And then I think I finished all of the border part, and then I think I'm gonna go down to the little fence next. So I think I'm done all of this side. Is that right? Yeah, I've done all this side. So I'm gonna go down to this next. This little, I don't know if it's a fence or not. I think it's supposed to be a fence though. I did this mostly because I wanted to make sure that this fabric was gonna be okay with these flosses. Because I did make a little bit of a color conversion. Not a whole lot, because I didn't buy all the fancy flosses for this like I thought I did. I don't know if they were out of stock or what happened. I don't know, but this looks a lot better in person than it does on camera, because you can't really see all the pinks on the camera. I'm gonna buy a frame for this when I'm done though, and probably frame it myself. And it's in my Slightly Bananas bag that I got for my birthday. It's my favorite project bag, just so you know. Then I pulled out my Mad Tea Party, and I stitched a little bit. I really didn't stitch a whole lot on this. I'm doing this on a 32 count, 32 count hibiscus. And I have another half of this that I'm gonna put I brought some of this over. I love this fabric. This is just fantastic. And then I have the other half for Snow White. I need to buy Jasmine and Cinderella now too. And I think I need to buy another piece of hibiscus for those two. Because I kind of would like them all on the same fabric. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll find something else. And I bought this on a bag on a Bendy Stitchy auction thing. I decided I'm not going to finish this year. I've put so much pressure on myself to finish this particular project this year that I no longer want to work on it. So I'm not going to work on it the rest of the year unless the need calls to me. Sharks and Minnows by Forbidden Fiber Co. This is a piece for my husband. This is also on a 14 count, which is not why I wanted to put it down. But I don't know. I've gotten quite a bit done. I do wish, now that I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I wish I'd have finished this before I decided to put it away, but it's okay. When something makes you want to lose your stitchy bug, you should put it down and work on something else. But my husband loves Yellowstone, so this is his. And I will be finding one of those wood things, and I'll be figuring out a way to, I want to finish this on that because, and this is in the bag that I got. It was a box. This one I'm very proud of the progress I've made. This is Turtle Quaker Turtle Quaker by Al Forrest. I am not using any of the called for. I'm not using Alforest floss. I'm not using BMC. I am using just greens and blues that I have in stash that I pulled. And this is on Life's a Peach by Be Stitch Me 28 count. My turtle has a head. It has a flipper. It's got it's a quarter of its shell done. I love this. I don't know what this is. Anyway, it'll come off. It's fine. Actually, I think it might be covered by this other leg. I think. If Michelle ever hosts another Zoom, Quaker Zoom, I'll be in it for this, with this project. However, I'm not sure why it's still on Q-Snap because I haven't worked on it in a couple weeks. But this fabric, I love this. I do wish now that I'm not starting things in the middle like I was. I do kind of wish I'd started this in the corner because I think I'm going to have a lot of fabric left. And this would have been nice for other things. But it's okay. And I put this in my bag I got from a Fangirl Fibers Pokemon box. The first one. I haven't gotten any of the others. Next is my, I hope I did not flash the pattern. The token, I really didn't put any stitches into this except for like 5. I think it was a little more than that, but this is all a Be Stitch Me 20 count. I own a lot of Be Stitch Me. This is done with Hand Eye by Rolanda floss. And I think this is 20 count whimsical. And I know that I did, actually I put in more than 10 stitches because I did all of this elephant. I think it's an elephant. Because I need to finish a page and a half of this year to stay on track to finish it by 2028. This looks good. This will stay on the Q-Snap because I want to pull it out when I want to feel the need to pull it out. And I believe this is my last project. This has a lot of dog hair on it. And this, I think, this is a WIPS call for this year, but I've made an executive decision on that. So I'm going to tell you that in a second. This is the Little Brown Bat by Cottage Garden Samplings. I love this. I love the colors in this. And I'm doing this on 36 count granite. And this actually needs to come out of the hoop because I don't know that I'm going to work on it anymore, but I have a little bit of this wing done over here, but I've done all of this, and oh, there it is, and this gray. Once all of this gets filled in, I think you'll be able to see it better on camera, but I love this. I want to get all these done. When, I don't know, but because I want to make this into a quilt with all of 12. This was a WIPS call for this month, and my Star Wars something. Was it Star Wars or was it something else? See, I don't even remember. I am not a WIPS fan. I'm not a WIPS person. I don't know that I want to do WIPS anymore, and I don't know that I'll make a WIPS board next year. Because I have discovered that sometimes I like to work on the projects that I want to work on. And WIPGO doesn't, with all the plans that I have this year, I don't have time for WIPGO too. WIPGO, 30 for 30, 200 stitches a day on Bernadette, a word a month on my crossword. That's a lot. Because depending on what month, because every other month I'm doing 3 new starts for my 30 for 30. Plus I've obviously been starting other things besides that, because absolutely none of these frosted pumpkins were really planned for my 30 for 30. So yeah. Speaking of crossword, I did work a little tiny bit on it. This is my crossword. This will go on my love wall. I'll have to take a picture and post it on Instagram maybe. My love wall. It's my husband and I's anniversary wall really. And it's got other things. I mean, it's got something else on it, and yeah. This is on 18 count Atypical by Mystic Fabrics. I don't know where my needle went. Anyway, I did like this part. I'm gonna go down, and I think that this says family right here. Nope, it says friends. It's fine. But once I finish the 2 things I want to finish this month, this is gonna come out next. I have a pile of stuff down here. And last but not least, I'm at the 50% mark on Bernadette. What? I did not do my 200 stitches today. That's okay though. It'll be all caught up in the end, and I'm not worried about it. Besides, I'm a little bit done being mad at Haid. A little bit done with being mad at Haid, because I definitely made some purchases with Haid over the weekend. It was Mother's Day weekend, and I felt like I should treat myself. That's okay though. This is Bernadette. I don't think that I made it all the way over here the last time you guys saw it. But that's the edge. That's the end of the page. I know that I didn't have any of this pink down here because this is the... Well, it's not the last color I worked on because I started on this gray. I'm working in these colors from the first page. I want to get this first page finished. I don't have that much left in it, but I don't want to do the 2 stitches of one color on that page to put it away when there's more than that on the next page. So I'm just taking that stitch along. Oh my gosh, she's looking so good. I'm really proud of her. This is the furthest I have on any of my Haids. Any of my full coverages, this is the furthest along I am. And this honestly makes me want to pull out my full coverages more. So, I don't know. I kind of had a plan next year. I have a plan already for next year. I was going to do 25 finishes. And they're not all going to be from my 30 starts for this year. Some of them aren't, but actually at least half of them are, because they're not all huge. But this won't be around, hopefully. This will be done. I'd like this finished this year to get my 2 free Haid patterns. I'm really quite proud of this. My aunt is a bird lover, and I'm wanting to frame this when I'm done with it to give it to her, because I think it would look fantastic in her house. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna put that right there because I need to put it back on the Q snap, because it does need to get its 200 stitches tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna try to get 300 tomorrow and then 300 the next day to try to stay caught up. Plants? Let's do some plants. I still have 2 30 for 30 starts for this month. The first one will be my Jurassic Park. This is also for my husband. This is tiny. This is 90 by 66. Honestly, I could finish that. I could finish that in a heartbeat. I'm gonna put it on hot cocoa. And I bought all the DMC. And I know that this is not even gonna take half of this fabric, so this will be used for something else after I'm done. But I have this on a list of finishes for next year, so I might start it and not finish it. We'll see. Then Murder May, Wicked Cat Stitch. I actually started Ghostface for Wicked Cat Stitch's Murder May. I started something else this month for my 30 for 30, but I don't remember which pattern it was. Oh, it was the Arbush Quaker sampler. This will also go with Wicked Cat Stitch's Murder May. This pattern is fantastic. I bought it on Etsy. I don't actually know, is it Stitching Spell the actual name of it? Or is that the name of the... I've been calling it Skull Sampler, but I don't know. This is 100% Murder May. It's got a crow in it. It's got skulls in it. Yes. Yes, please. And what better for Murder May than a purple fabric? Hand-dyed by Rolanda. This is a 32 count opalescent. This is fantastic. This will be perfect. I started something on this. I wonder what. It's got a little row of red stitches. I don't know what I had on here, like what I was doing, but. And I pulled a hand-dyed by Rolanda floss for this to go on here, but I bought a Moselle silk that I'm gonna show that I think I might trade out this. We'll see. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be doing Murder May from now on, like every year after this. Purchases. You guys want to see some purchases? I never looked at my PayPal before the 1st of May, so I already lost my 3 Owl Threads nest egg after 1 month of being in it because, well, myself, that was a me error. There's a staple in them, but I was trying to get all of the classic color works. So Antique Lace, Peapod, Plymouth Rock, Pickled Beets. I love this one. Perfect Pie Crust. That seems like a really good skin tone. Petite Mansion. Petite Mason? I don't know. Pumpkin Harvest. Prickly Pear. I own this floss already. Peach Sherbet. That does not look like peach sherbet to me. That looks yellow. And Organza Pink. I'm not going to pick that up right now. Not going to do it. Nope. I told you guys last video my coworker used to own a quilt shop. And she no longer owns it. But they carried Cosmo Floss. She let me buy all of these. I'm not going to tell you the price because that's totally irrelevant, but I put them all in a bag. Like, it was a good deal. It was a good deal. Okay. Low sale. I'll show you the first ones I bought because I bought other ones. I need to find something to put all my bow sales in because these are fantastic. I bought 2 skeins of cream savers. I bought 2 skeins of reef barrier. And I'm sorry, that's my dog. I bought 2 skeins of water lily pond. This is fantastic. I love that. And 2 skeins of Casso? I don't know. That's really bright on camera. It's really not that bright in person. Kind of. These don't even look the same. It doesn't matter. That's fine. And then I bought which this is what I think I'm gonna do my skull sampler with now. This on that purple will look amazing. Clary. And then I bought 1 poolside. I love this. Parisian Gulf. And then because, I mean black and white. Because you can never have too much black and white. Floss, right? No. And I wanted to know how white silk would look. I went to the thrift store near me, Savers, and they had this 1809 Quaker sampler. This thing is quite large. It's 215 by 130, or 150, 215 by 150. But I love this. Blue is starting to become my new favorite color, and my favorite color has always been red, but something about blue on samplers look fantastic. Oh my goodness. I bought a new chair. From TikTok. And it's really comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Shannon Bromo was doing a D-stash, and I purchased something. A Stitchy box. And it came with Little Dove Designs, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie. Just in case you didn't know. It came with scissors. It came with this awesome needle minder. It came with like backing fabric. Obviously not for that pattern because it wasn't big enough. It came with 2 fabrics. This one is 32 count Sahara Vintage. And the tag fell out of this one. Well, I don't know where the tag went. Well, if I find it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It came with E6000. Perfect. It came with this gold ribbon. It came with this little ribbon, I don't know. It came with some beads. It came with some beads. Sorry, I had to pause the video. My dog started. Maybe my husband will stop walking out of the bedroom now, so the dogs will stop. Came with some beads. A little, I don't know what that is, but. And this is a 36 count fiber on a whim. I found the tag. It came with this little, these little charms. Ruby slippers. A magic wand. This cute little lion. And of course, a Tin Man. And I'm putting those right back in this bag because I do not want to lose the charms because those are cute. And then of course it came with floss. Came with Cottage Garden threads. And this is Tutu. Gentle Arts. It's a limited edition. It doesn't say the color name. This wonderful, beautiful red from Stitchy Box. Emerald City Stitchy Box. I love this one. Oh, look, there were more beads. Classic Colorworks Ruby Stipplers. I have this color. I do know that for a fact. Now I have 2 skeins. That's good. Lion's Tail. That's beautiful. Marigold. Cornflower. And Threadworks. That dog you keep hearing bark is the dog that we chose to keep. Her name is Aylin. I will pop in a few pictures. She's the cutest. She's one of the puppies that we had, obviously. So, it's her. She's freaking out. She wants to go back in the bedroom, but he's eating, so she has to be in her kennel. And then I bought some patterns. Carolyn Manning, man. I want to participate in Manning May, but I have so many plans this month. I cannot add another. But I bought birthday cake. This Carolyn Manning is fantastic, and I think I will be starting this next year for Manning May. I say starting as in I will be working on it next year in Manning May. I will be starting this before Manning May because this is fantastic. And then I bought 2 Hades. First of all, Hade was having a sale over Mother's Day weekend, and they posted Amy Stewart's newest bookshelf. It is the Library of Dogs, and I know that you guys can't see it. Maybe. This basket right here is a basket of Huskies, and I bought this because of that basket of Huskies. I'm gonna buy the floss and I'm gonna buy the fabric for this. I don't know when, but I will be starting it. And I would like to actually start it and get some progress in on it, not just like 200 stitches. And because I bought that, I had to buy something else. So I bought Quick Stitch Once Upon a Fairy Tale #2. And yes, I do own Once Upon a Fairy Tale. This is in it. But I love this scene so much that I kind of want to stitch the whole thing. Is that crazy? It's like 72 pages or something. Yep. I just printed off the cover photos. I didn't print off the whole patterns. So Mother's Day weekend, I decided that Slightly Bananas and I are stitching all of these, and I needed more. So I bought Liberty Lights. This is fantastic. I am not really a 4th of July person, but this is cute. And then I bought Dino Days. This is adorable. I bought Berry Picking. And then I bought Bonfire Lights. I will have to pop in a picture because I thought I had downloaded this to print it out. And I guess I didn't. I own it. It's fine. I know where it is. Sorry, needed a drink. So, that's it. This is 41 minutes, but I have one last thing to talk about. I don't know if I'd started this book yet. In my last video, I don't know that I had. Book lovers, Amy Henry. She is I have to buy all her books. This girl is a publicist. This dude is a publicist. They do not get along. Her sister is pregnant with like her 3rd kid or something, 3rd or 4th child, and she begs her to go on a vacation with her. This girl never stops working. She doesn't ever go on vacation, but she agrees. She can't stand this other publicist. He was totally rude to her the first time they met, and she doesn't like him, and he inconveniently is where they're at on vacation. I don't know how this ends because I'm, not very far into it, but I almost cannot put this down. Almost cannot. So, however, I'm gonna go work back on my ghost face. I got a new audiobook. I think I might just start it. I don't know. I have a huge giant mess to clean up before I can do any of that. So, I'm gonna say, have a good stitchy week. And if you're new here, thank you for coming. If you're returning, thank you for staying. And if you don't know Wicked Cat Stitch, you should definitely check out her Flosstube. She is fantastic. And Murder May, you should definitely join that. But I think that's it. I think I'm gonna get off of here before I do like a Midwestern goodbye and I continue to talk, which I don't normally do. So have a good stitchy week. Bye.